Yeah. Uh, uh. Boy Wonder. Drizzy.
What's going on, guys? Back with another video today. This time I've got my good friend and diehard Tottenham Hotspur fan, Harry.
What are you
What's
saying,
happening, mate?
people?
You good?
What's going on, son? It's
All
been
right,
a
let's
while.
get into this. Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, I've been wanting to get you on one of these. Obviously, I've done a video earlier. That's two in a day, and I've got one coming with Vikas in about just under an hour. Or you might even join us on this one. But yeah, Harry, Tottenham Hotspur, man, talk to me.
You know what? Like the one thing that didn't make sense here is like as bad as like as much as he's got on my nerves this season, I don't understand why you would wait the week before a final to sack him. Like the man got us there. Okay, cool. I can understand the Europa League was an embarrassment. All that this season we went from being top of the league table, now look where we are in seventh. But to sack a manager 6 days before a final to replace with obviously a manager that's inexperienced, but obviously got the best out of the players against Southampton. But to me, that from Levy is just shocking. Like you're sacking a manager 6 days before an actual chance of winning a trophy we haven't won in like 20 years, and you go and sack a clinical trophy winner. That is absolutely shocking and disgusting behaviour.
Yeah, no. The thing is, like, the way I see it is like, obviously, there's all this talk about him leaving based on performances.
Yeah,
and I kind of obviously understand. I kind of get that. But I feel also there was this talk of him leaving because of the Super League thing. And you know what? I side more towards the Super League thing. And the reason being because, like, with Mourinho, right? He's the type of man, if he doesn't like something, he's not afraid to come out in the media and speak about it. You saw it at United.
I mean, when I was looking on Twitter, my whole Twitter feed of like Spurs groups the whole day was the reason why Mourinho got sacked was to do with the Super League. And I can actually believe it because it's a bit sus if you think about it. I mean, sacking someone 6 days.
People need to understand, right? As bad as Mourinho is, okay, he's finished and whatnot. He doesn't have tactics and whatnot, yeah. One thing that I can say about him, from experience of him being at my club, yeah, he respects the fans.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And I'm telling you, like, let's say, eight times out of 10, if he was still the manager of Tottenham Hotspur and he came out today and gave his press conference and he spoke about the Super League, I guarantee you he would have said something along the lines of football is nothing without the fans.
Yeah.
And Mourinho respects fans. No matter what club he goes to, he has that respect for the fans. Maybe not so much for Chelsea, but at United, he respected the fans. At Inter Milan, he respected the fans. At Porto, he respected the fans. And I'm pretty sure at Spurs, he respected the fans as well. So,
I mean, let's be real. Chelsea is different because Chelsea were the ones that were trying to stick on it first. So,
but what I'm trying to say is, like, obviously, I agree with you as well. Like, getting rid of him a week before a cup final is it's not right, man. Like, whether he lost the dressing room or not, or whether the performance is, bro. If there's any manager in world football, right, that comes when it comes to a final, and there's one manager in world football that knows how to win a final, it's Jose Mourinho.
Him. Yeah, it's Jose Mourinho.
Form goes out the window
because
now you're going into this game with all due respect to Ryan Mason, yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the tactics will be for this kind of game, because with Mourinho, you just know it's a final. It will pull something out the sleeve.
That's what I'm saying.
But with Ryan Mason, like, it's unpredictable. Like, you don't know how he's gonna approach the game. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I think if Mourinho was still there, I think your chances of beating City would have been slightly higher, as mad as it may sound.
Yeah. The thing I know that he will do now that Mourinho's gone is obviously we did play from what it looks. Okay, we had a poor 20, 30 minutes. That's what our season's been based around the season anyway. Is we intend to have that we didn't do none of that right sit back stuff or passing back too much. Dyer weren't getting caught out of nothing. I technically come to the realization, finding out that game since Mourinho's gone and the way we were playing attacking, I worked out Reguilon cannot play left back. I actually worked out. It's obviously
he can play as a left back. It's not that. It's just I think he's a very modern fullback in the sense that his game is like he's used to playing for teams like Seville and Real Madrid where it's just attack, like it's just relentless attacking, and he's made for those kind of teams. Whereas I think over the last couple of months, I mean, when he first came to the league, he was brilliant. Like I told you, I said this so many times. Like even when we were linked with him, I was fuming that we didn't get him because remember I told you, Harry, that regular
the buyback clause obviously was the difference.
Yeah, but he's gonna be. I told you, he's a solid left back. Like he can do everything.
The thing is as well, like
it's not just him though, bro. Your whole team has been found out defensively over the past couple of months.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like this is the thing, like whatever manager comes in next, right? No matter what, they're gonna have the same problem because you've got so many players there that need to go. To be fair, Harry Kane needs to go. And this hurts me to say it, but he needs to go.
I was gonna ask you about that actually, because
the guy listen, the guy is what 27 years old, yeah?
28. Yeah, just coming.
How old was Van Persie when he joined Manchester United?
29.
And what did he do in his first season?
Yeah, he won us the league title.
It's not just him that won this. Like the team, the effort as well.
Obviously, no. But the thing is, at the time, we had Fergie as well. So
So for me, if he, as much as it hurts me to say it, listen, for the next few years, regardless if Kane's still here or Kane goes, we're going to struggle.
Do you know what? Funny enough, like depending on your situation with who you bring in as a manager, I think that plays a big part in. I think that kind of changes Kane's stance a little bit. It sounds mad, I know, but I think if Mourinho was still in charge, I think Kane would have left. But now that Mourinho's no longer there, I think the chances of Kane staying at Tottenham are even greater now. But then again, it all depends on what happens with the manager situation.
Do you know, the one thing I've noticed as well since Mourinho's been there, no one's really think like the first couple of months, Son was hitting high levels along with Kane in terms of like the durability. In the past nearly 3 months, Son's gone quiet.
The thing is, he has that though. The thing is with Son, when he's hot, he's hot. But once he gets injured, it takes him a while to. Because remember, Son is explosive. Like he's a. I wouldn't say flair, but he's an explosive player. That it's like Rooney.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not comparing him to Rooney, but Rooney was like that. Where
I know what you mean. That he's just like when they're
consistent for 10, 15 games, non-stop scoring goals, bang, 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 and then one injury or a team loses a game or the team goes through a bad patch of form, and then all of a sudden they lose that confidence, and then they can't lift themselves back up again. I mean, I don't know, man. Like. It's difficult with Tottenham. It's difficult.
For me, listen. There's 3 players I'd like to leave. 4 players I'd like to leave this summer, and the main 4 right now would be Aurier, Doherty, Dyer, and Lamela. They are the main 4 right now that need to get out of the club because they are just literally dead wood. Doherty is a wing back. He's not a right back. Aurier is just too liability. Listen, we've seen it. We went to that game with Dortmund in it. Remember the Champions League? And Aurier had a blinding night. And then there was the night against Real Madrid. He had a blinding night. But he will go on a game where you'll have 1 or 2 games good. And then you will see like he did against Leicester this season where you have that little liability where he'll just nudge a player when you don't need to do that.
Yeah, silly things. Yeah, I know Aurier is that type of player, man. It's just him.
Lamela, I don't know how many times this guy needs to do a ball roll before releasing the ball. It actually frustrates me.
How much I hate that guy, man.
Like, do you know what? Like, this guy just scores like 2 Rabonas and he thinks he's God's gift. Do you know what I mean? Like,
but he's
imagine he was the guy
imagine
he was the guy we bought to replace Bell. That's how embarrassing.
Yeah, no, that's kind of not right. But I think the thing that I see with the players that you mentioned, funny enough, yeah, apart from Doherty, Aurier, Dyer, Lamella, they were three of Mourinho's favourite players.
Yeah,
Definitely Dyer and Lamella. I know that for a fact. Like anytime Tottenham are
100%
losing
Dyer and Lamella were the favourite players.
or Tottenham are winning or drawing, he'd just stick Lamella on. Even he'd keep Gareth Bale on the bench, right? And he's
Oh
putting
yeah,
Lamella on.
like it gets like, what was it? It was the game against Everton. Like it was 3 games before that. We got a goal up, we concede.
But even
we
against
need
United,
a goal.
recently, 2 weeks back, he put Lamella. I can't remember. I think he put Lamella on for, was it Mora or someone?
Yeah, he put Lamella on for more
No,
and didn't
I
bring on
quite
Bell. It's
that
like,
and there was that Sissoko sub when you took someone off and you put Sissoko on, and you're thinking,
yeah,
yo,
and then
like
he took off Dembele. Yeah,
it's like
like
1-1, and you're bringing on a defensive midfielder. Like what is wrong with you, man? But bro, like I don't know, man. Like let's see in it. Let's see who Tottenham bring in as manager in the summer, because there aren't many options out there, bro. I mean, there's
listen,
talk of
if
Nagelsmann, but with Hansi Flick taking over the Germany job, like that kind of for me leaves the door open for Nagelsmann to go to Bayern Munich.
let's be realistic now, and I'm going to be very honest in my opinion. What's going to happen this summer? He's going to join Bayern Munich because Flack's going to go to
Germany.
international level. We all know this 100% is going to happen. There is no way that Nagelsmann is coming to the Premier League. He's not going to come to the Premier League too yet.
No, I
Maybe
don't
in
think
like
so.
5 or 10 years. He's
'Cause
too
he's still
young to
young,
come
isn't
to the
it?
Premier League right now. Yeah. For me, in the like, these are the options you've got in the summer, right? So you've got 2 managers right now who are free. You've got Benitez and you've got Eddie Howe. Now, I wouldn't even mind Eddie Howe, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's a good shot actually.
For the meantime, for like 2 to maybe 3 years, then depending on what he does and brings to the team, Eddie Howe I think would be a good shout. Rafa Benitez, it just depends, because realistically, I never really used to watch him tactically for any
No,
club, so I didn't really.
I don't know. With him, his tactics are. It depends what kind of players he has, because I mean, at Liverpool, he had Torres and Gerrard, and he had some good players at Liverpool. I mean, to be fair, he won them the Champions League, so you know
Yeah.
you can't
Then
really complain. But
you've
at
got,
Newcastle, he struggled a bit. But the only reason he struggled at Newcastle was the fact that the board, Mike Ashley, didn't want to spend any money. But he still got them
yeah,
promoted to the Premier League, and
Premier
he
League,
got them
yeah.
back into the Premier League. And with Real Madrid, I mean, the players just too much player power, so it didn't really work out for him. And he done a decent job at Chelsea as well. So
Oh yeah, to be honest, to go to Chelsea and like win the Europa, that was fantastic. I remember that season.
he's a good
And then
manager.
you've
Don't
got,
get me wrong, but I think with Tottenham, right, it's the way I see Tottenham is, for me, that period that you had under Pochettino summed up Tottenham for me.
yeah,
Like that's how Tottenham Hotspur should be playing ball. It's all about, like, you've got the players there. It's just about letting them free and just letting them play. Like, I mean, like Dele Alli was under Pochettino. Dele Alli was one of the best players in the league. Like, I mean, some people don't like him. I personally don't like his attitude, but as a footballer, he's got great ability. And the fact that Mourinho's come and he absolutely killed his confidence. Like, why? I don't understand. And
thing
he threw
is,
him under the bus as well. And it's just like Ali, like he's a great player, man. Like he just needs. Do you know what it is, right? I think the situation that your club have been in over this, especially this Mourinho thing, yeah. I think you need someone that's going to come in with experience, right? Whether that's Rafa Benitez, like you said, someone that's going to come in and steady the ship a little bit and put his arm around the players and say, "Listen, boys, like you're still good football players, man." It's just, I think, I don't know, man. I'm just used to. I don't know. I've just had this picture of Tottenham Hotspur under Pochettino, man. Like you just
do you know
battering
how
teams
like
and like it's,
the thing is, I actually miss that guy, and do you know what? And I don't really want to, like, because when you play 11 players on the pitch, it's all down to them to do what they can do. But if Levy had given Poch what he wanted, I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, we would have at least had 2 to 3 trophies to our name under Poch.
I mean, I agree. I mean,
Because
look,
was in.
he worked
If you think
wonders with Southampton, man. Like
the thing is, right? He spent what 4 years, 5 years at Tottenham, and with that there was. I think I read on Twitter the other day there was approximately 500 and something days that Levy didn't sign a player while Poch was there, and the fact that he did stuff with that team year in and year
No,
out
come on,
without
man.
adding to
He
it.
got you to a bloody Champions League final with zero spent. Like
This one, look,
that's not a
so
fluke.
two Premier League title races, yeah. We went to what? A League Cup final with him. We've been to 2 semi-finals FA Cup.
Mate,
and we've been to a Champions
you
League.
almost knocked the Juve out the bloody Champions League. I think you beat Real Madrid. Yeah, you beat Real Madrid 3-1. You went to Barcelona.
We
went to Barcelona where no one gets anything when they go there, and you went and got a point, which essentially put you through to the knockout stages. So, I mean, look, man, like I still don't understand this whole Poch sacking thing, man. Like, I don't get it. Like, oh well. Anyway, but yeah, what do you make of all this Super League stuff, man? Like, I've done a video earlier on this, and
right. So
that's a lot. I mean, I just want to hear your point of view because I don't want to talk about it because it's just going to make me mad. So
my point of view, I'll start off by saying it's an absolute joke. The fact that every single, especially my club, we haven't won a title since '61. And the fact that you think you class yourself to be a part of this European Super League when we haven't really won anything is an actual joke. And this ain't just my club. This is to like City, United, Chelsea, and all that.
Oh,
owners are being greedy so much in their pocket. I'm not being funny, yeah, but football is for the fans. It's what we live for.
100%.
People breathe and die a hard football every single day of their life. And the fact is, you want to go into a European Super League. What about all the other teams out there?
Yeah, it's not
what
fair.
About all them? What about all them? Why can't they get an invite into the Super League then if you're doing a Super League? Well, because you want more money in your pocket.
The thing is, right, the way I see it, like when I look at it from the Tottenham point of view, the only reason Tottenham Hotspur were invited into there because of the stadium, right? That's number one. The fact that you host NFL games. Right, yeah. NFL games you used to host them at Wembley. And Levi made a killing off that. You saw it on the Amazon documentary. Same thing here, right? At your new stadium, you've had a few NFL games there as well. So that's one of the main reasons. So he's got some sponsorship with some NFL authorization or something, right? That, and I think your main owner is American.
Yeah,
and. Like even with United, the Glazers, right? They've taken money out of our club and used it for one of their NFL clubs, the Tampa Bay.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
It's just
that's like do you know the funny thing is as well?
They're trying to Americanize English football. It's not happening.
Do you know what? Two things I'll tell you right now as well, right? I saw a stat as well. This is where you know how much I hate Arsenal, but I feel sorry for them this time as well because I saw a thing yesterday, right? When Stan Kroenke took over Arsenal, he took over 10%. They had Van Persie, Vieira, all that still. Soon as he hit half of that squad, half of that club, 50% of them players went.
Yep.
50%. That is a joke. Imagine that's like the Glazers doing that to you lot. Yeah. And then you lot end up being like what Arsenal are now or what we are. Do you know what I mean? We're no longer a top 4 team. You know what I mean? You guys are still a top 4 team. You always have been. You've been around there. All right, cool. You've had the things obviously since Fergie left. You've been, with a few different type of managers. But at the same time, you've still been that consistent of the top 4 team.
Like, the way I see it with us, right? We've spent money. Like, I'm not saying the owners haven't spent money on the pitch, but what people need to look at is the Glazers took over in 2005, right? They took over in 2005. Who was the manager then? Sir Alex Ferguson. Who was our director of football or CEO? David Gill. David Gill was Sir Alex Ferguson's right-hand man, right? He's also a member of the UEFA committee. So he was a man in power. David Gill and Sir Alex Ferguson called the shots on the football pitch. So all the signings made from 2005 to 2013, while Fergie was there, right? All those signings were sort of negotiated by David Gill. He was the chief negotiator, right? He got us the likes of Rooney, Cristiano, Van Persie. He was the main man. And if you look at from 2005 to 2013, I've said this earlier on my other video, United won a treble of Premier League titles, right? So that's three years in a row. So we done 2006, 2007, 2007, 2008, 2008, 2009. 3 Premier League titles, right? No, actually 4. Yeah, 10, 11 as well. So 10, 11, we won it as well. So 4 Premier League titles, a Champions League, and 3 Champions League finals. And obviously we won 1 of them and lost 2 to Barcelona. That was all under Fergie and David Gill. 2013, Ed Woodward walks through the door, right? Ed Woodward walks through the door. Ferguson leaves. We already knew Ferguson was leaving, so Fergie left. Yeah. David Gill left with him. They both left in the same summer, 2013. Ed Woodward walks in. Who does he buy? He buys 2008. That season, we bought Fellaini for 35 million. No, 30 million. On deadline day, we bought Marouane fucking Fellaini. 30 million, right? We spent 35 million on Juan Mata. This is all under Moyes. But people need to understand, we had Wilf Zaha then, but that was Ferguson's last signing. Fergie was the one that told him to come to United. They sanctioned that deal. So that deal was already done. 15 million. It was already done, but we kept him at Crystal Palace. And then he joined us when Moyes joined. Right. Moving on. Season later, obviously Moyes gets sacked. In comes Louis van Gaal. We had Di Maria, 60 million. Daley Blind was around, I don't know the exact figures. I think it was maybe 20 million or something. Yeah, so yeah, we had Di Maria, we had Daley Blind, Ander Herrera, and Luke Shaw. So Luke Shaw was like 30 mil, Ander Herrera was like 20 mil, Di Maria was like 60 mil, and then Daley Blind was like 17, 18 mil, yeah? So that's what, say about 100 mil we spent there. The year later, Van Gaal's second season, he sold Nani. He got rid of Nani, Van Persie, Chicharito, Rafael, Kagawa, Johnny Evans, I think Lindegaard, the goalkeeper. He got rid of 14 first-team players in one summer. He was allowed to get rid of 14 first-team players in one summer. Di Maria left, right? He threw his toys at the pram. He left. We bought him Memphis Depay. What was that? Another maybe 40 million? Yeah, Schneiderlin came in as well. Schweinsteiger came in as well. But Schweinsteiger was at the latter stages of his career, so you don't really count that. Yeah. Schneiderlin, we paid over 30 odd million for him as well. So it's like, if you look at the signings from 2013 to now, I can name you maybe 4 or 5 that I think have been a success. On top of that list has to be Bruno Fernandes. He's probably been the best signing since post-Fergie, hands down. He hasn't won anything, but in terms of impact on the football pitch, he's been the best. Zlatan.
Of course.
Zlatan, we got on a free, right? Cavani, we got on a free. I'm putting Cavani up there because he's been better than your Falcao's, and I didn't even talk about Falcao. Falcao, Di Maria, Alexis. All a waste of money, paying stupid wages, and none of them really performed. Cavani, out of all the South Americans we've signed post-Fergie, I'd say probably Cavani's been the best one. So you got Bruno, I'd say Bruno, Zlatan, Cavani. And see, that's what I'm saying. I don't even think Pogba's been a success. He's been a good player for us, but I wouldn't say he's been anywhere near what we expected as fans.
Expected as what you saw at Juventus,
Yeah, and obviously I'd put Martial up there because Martial's been good for us. Like, even though he's been crap this season, he has scored the goals for us. So yeah, I'm not going to put Martial there. I'd say three players in what? 14, 15, 7 years. In 7 years, right, of signing players, God knows how many players we signed. I think I've pretty much named all of them. Out of all those players, only 3 have been a success. So that shows you where the problem lies. So all along, obviously the Glazers are a big problem for United, and there's no doubt in that. But I think the fact that we had someone with zero football knowledge making the footballing decisions at our club, Ed Woodward, And the funny thing is, Harry, like after all this Super League, it all crumbled and everything. While it was crumbling, they threw Ed Woodward. The Glazers threw Ed Woodward under the bus, whether people like it or not. He was going to resign at that. He was going to announce his resignation at the end of the season, Harry. But because the Super League didn't work out, they've somehow made an announcement that he's leaving, so that it kind of takes the heat off
away from them. Yeah,
yeah. It's a slap, bro. It's just I think it's the same thing with this Mourinho thing as well. You know.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I don't look. This is why I brought this up, because I don't think this Mourinho. I don't think he would have got sacked if there was no talk of this. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a bit crazy here, but
to be honest, yeah, like I read something the other day, yeah, that they made the decision after the Europa League game. Now, let's be real. That the target this season.
How long ago was that? That's like a month or two ago.
It's a month or two ago. This is what I'm saying. Now, if you're being realistic,
because look, with all due respect, after that game, I thought they were going to sack him. But the fact that they kept him in and given him a chance, I thought, all right, cool. They'll probably let him get to this final, win this trophy, and end of the season. See you later. And you're only 5 points off top four, bro. And there's what 6 games left. So, I mean,
and the thing is, what I heard is as well, what may possibly he could have got sacked is he was in the obviously Daniel Levy's office. And he said, listen, I want to rest players in the Southampton game for the final against City. And Daniel Levy's words apparently were, no, the league position is far more important than a trophy. That goes to show
that's a bit crazy, but
that goes to show what kind of chairman we've got.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, it's bro. At the end of the day, right? Football. I'm gonna put it like this here, right? When Roman Abramovich took over Chelsea in 2003, maybe before that, I think around about that time, right? If UEFA had acted upon that back then maybe we wouldn't see football the way it is now. Because remember, when Roman took over Chelsea, they were outspending no one could compete with them. I mean, we could, because we were successful during that period. Like we could. Yeah. I think United were probably the only team that could compete with Chelsea financially. Arsenal couldn't do it. I mean, Tottenham couldn't do it back then. Liverpool couldn't do it.
We was a mid-table back then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think United were the only team. It got to a point where United had to sort of spend to sort of keep that gap away from Chelsea, because once Roman came in, that's when the Premier League started changing. But then again, like that's how you know this whole thing's a corruption. Yeah, when Man City got away with it 2 years ago, the financial fair play thing, when they didn't get a European ban, there was no investigation into it, nothing. And like even Real Madrid, like they've been stealing United's best players for years. And even them, that they're getting away with murder. I mean, even the fact that PSG didn't enter the Super League, yeah, I knew there was something fishy going on there, bro. Come on, man. Like PSG are like, they're made of money, man. You would think like they'd be one of the first clubs to be involved. But their president, he's clever, bro. He's clever. He's an owner, right, that cares about... It's like City. Their owners, these Arab owners, yeah, they care about what happens on a football pitch. They're passionate. They're passionate about the club. People like Levy, people like Woodward, people like Levy, the Glazers, Woodward, Stan Kroenke, FSG, the Liverpool owners. I'm not going to put the Liverpool owners in there, but the three I mentioned, they don't care about what happens on a football pitch.
No. They don't. Stan Kroenke, Daniel Levy, Woodward, a lot of them, they don't understand nothing. What owner, yeah? What owner could you actually see out of Arsenal, Man United, Tottenham actually coming out and saying, I want us to win the league for the next 5 years, so I'm going to give you all this money? You can't see it. You never will see it.
It doesn't happen.
You know why? Because
They own other
I don't know,
franchises around the world. That's what it is.
that's what I'm saying.
That's where they like to invest their time and money into, innit? You know what I mean?
We are football. We are not in America. We are in UK. Yeah, we do European games. We do all these type of games. Why are we having to fork out our club's money for them not over there? Why are we having to do that?
This is what needs explanation. But this is what I'm saying. Like with obviously with the Super League collapsing, yeah, you know what? Fair play to Chelsea fans for the protests and etc. Because I think that kind of kicked everything off. But the fact that
I think Chelsea fans started that massively off.
Yeah. All of the clubs that dropped out, right? It was easy for the owners to come out, release a statement saying, you know, we're no longer part of this, blah blah blah. And we apologize. Like, I mean, United owners, they didn't even bloody apologize. So, like, not that it means anything to me, Harry. I honestly don't care.
Do you know what? It's not the fact that it means anything.
The funny thing is, bro, Glazer. I don't know if you saw the statement that Joe Glazer wrote. He came out and he said, you know, now we're trying to reconnect with the fans. Mate, you haven't reconnected with the fans ever since you bloody came to the club. So what makes you think you're gonna patch up things now? It's not happening. I'm sorry.
The thing is, it's not about like wanting the apology. It's about the principle of hearing something from your owners.
The thing is, bro, like the last time these lot stepped foot into Old Trafford, Harry, yeah, I remember Gary Neville saying that. I don't know how accurate this is. He said the last time these guys came to a game at Old Trafford was 2008 when we played Barcelona in the Champions League final, bro. These Glazers, right? One of them doesn't even know the offside rule, bro. You don't know the offside rule. And you want to start a Super League. You don't know the offside rule. You want to start a Super League. And you know what? Furthermore, this Florentino Perez, I don't know who he thinks he is, right? Because he's the one that's initiating this whole Super League thing. And you know what? He came out and he said, the young football fan, maybe they get bored of watching games. Maybe I need to shorten the duration of a football match. Are you taking a piss? So what? They're trying to Americanize this whole thing, bro.
I don't.
Man said he wants to shorten, make a 90-minute match shorter.
Do you know what? I've never heard one single football fan in my life go, look, this is boring. They need to shorten the matches. Never ever heard that. Never in my entire life.
This is what I'm saying, man. Every time like anyone brings up this topic, yeah, like, bro, and the fact that Perez came out last night and he said, like, it's on standby at the moment. What do you mean standby? What are you talking about standby for, man? The three clubs remaining in there, Juve, Barcelona, Real Madrid, right? Real Madrid, I don't care. They've got a great history, but their club is, I don't know, I don't respect that club. But Barcelona and Juve, steeped in European history, bro. Real Madrid are as well. But they should be embarrassed, man. Like, they've resorted to this. They should be embarrassed, bro. Come on, man. I'm surprised Messi ain't come out and he said to the Barcelona owners, like, yo, what the hell, man? Like, is this what we're about? Is this what we stand for? If you go to Nou Camp, right, and you look at one of the stands, it says in Spanish, it says something, right? That means more than a club. That's bullshit. You're not more than a club. If you're resorting to this, you're telling me you're more than a club.
The thing is, as well, if you noticed the other day, Perez come out and said about the club lost a lot of money during the pandemic, but hasn't every club lost a lot of money?
Oh, you know what, man? It's just a bloody cover up. It's just a cover up, bro.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, what difference does it make joining a European Super League? Because if you've lost a lot of money and you're inviting, what is it, 13
bro, we're getting each club was getting over 400 million for participating in this damn thing. So that's not fair on all the other clubs then.
That's what I'm saying. So
look, the way I see it, you know what they should have done, Harry, right? You know, in pre-season, sometimes you have these tournaments. Like you guys have the Audi Cup. I'm not trying to take the piss, but you guys have the Audi Cup. Arsenal have the Emirates Cup. Why don't you do a European Super League in the summer? You know how you have the Euros and the World Cup?
Yeah.
Do something like that in the summer where everyone can take part. Or furthermore, if you don't do a European Super League, yeah, do a European Super League, but you have like teams from each of the top leagues in Europe. So you have a Bundesliga team, you have a Premier League team, a bit like Ultimate Team, for example. Like you have a Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, and let them go at it. The best from England.
That'd be good. Yeah, that'd be good.
A team of the season from England, a team of the season from Germany. Let them go and contest. That way, you're not taking anything away from anyone. You get it? Everyone gets to play a part. Rather than you taking out the top 6 clubs from England, the top clubs from Spain, Italy, and obviously Germany. Like, we can't even talk about Germany, bro, because they're proper football fans and they're proper football clubs, bro. They're run by proper people, and the fans get to have a say. They need to bring this rule into England, bro, because I'm telling you, yeah, if we don't get rid of these owners, right, within the next 3 to 4 years, I guarantee you this proposal will come again, right? This Super League will come again, and this time the fans won't be able to. The way we've come together now, united now, to sort of stop this. If the government don't act now, I'm telling you, bro, these guys are here to ruin English football. Let me put it to you now.
Bro. Oh, 100%. 100%.
I've seen the light, bro. I've seen the light. And you know what? Like, if I had the power, right, I would do something. I would love to have a voice my opinion on this. I mean, next time we see Jim White, yeah, we need to get on Sky Sports, man, and we need to let out how we're feeling, man, because, bro, like, I'm not letting, like, look, I love Americans. I've got family in America or whatnot. Yeah, I respect Americans, right? But I'm not letting them ruin my football club and ruin the football that I've grown up watching. Whether it's Man United, Tottenham, I watch everything. I watch every football team. I don't care. Like, even though I love Man United, I'll watch football. I've grown up watching football, bro. And I'm not letting them ruin my sport.
As much as I probably wouldn't want this to happen, but I do want someone to come out and punish the big 6, as in, like, money-wise, whatever. Punish them because they deserve it.
I take punishment, right? I'll accept punishment, but as long as it doesn't affect the players, because the players have no part to play with this. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Yeah.
The players don't deserve this. None of them, bro. And you know what? Big shout out to the likes of your De Bruyne's, your Bruno Fernandes, your Maguires, your Shaws, all these guys that came out and stood up to this. Because it takes a real man. People talk and say, you know, they shouldn't do this, that, and the other. But the fact that these guys have come out and they've taken matter into their own hands, man. Like, bro, it's big respect, man. Like, boy. Because look, there's some players out there that haven't said anything. Like, Ibrahimovic released a statement. Shaw released a statement. De Bruyne released a statement. Bruno posted, I think it was a post from Daniel Pedence. Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw, they approached Ed Woodward. Jordan Henderson was going to call a captain's meeting. Like, you know what? Fair play to these boys, man. But, like, if they get anything happens to them, then you know there's going to be outrage from fans, man. Like, it shouldn't be the players, man. It's got to be the owners that have to get sanctioned, man.
The thing is, what as well is, like, there seems to be certain managers that I feel like that are that overpowered by the owners or the chairman that they can't even say anything.
Ollie's one
which is wrong.
Ollie's one of them. You know what? I respect Guardiola as well, because he came out and he said it how it was. He didn't care about his job security. Bro, it's mad, man. But you know what? I'm glad that it's over, right?
Yeah.
Obviously,
but
now we can look ahead to the season.
It's over. We can, but what I will say is, it's over, but we still need to do what I can. We still all need to do what we can to make sure this does not happen again.
Yeah, no, look, there's a fan protest at Old Trafford next week before the Liverpool game. Obviously, Chelsea have had theirs. I'm not pretty sure what happened with the Tottenham one. I don't. There was
a good.
So
good
I'm pretty sure all the clubs are doing it in the right way, in the respectful way, which is what needs to be done, especially in a pandemic. But yeah, bro, I don't know, man. These guys are sick, bro, because all of our clubs have played a big role in this pandemic, right? You know, they've helped out with as like vaccine centers or something, and like they've all played their part, you know. And the fact that the owners have turned around while we're in the pandemic and turned around and done that, they need to be punished for it. But you know what? Enough of that. Let's look ahead to the rest of the season. Obviously, you guys got a big game on Sunday against City. How are you feeling about that, man?
I mean, it all depends if Kane's going to be fit.
I don't think he is, to be honest.
If I'm being honest with you, regardless if Kane's not playing, play out of your skin, go for it. Got nothing to lose, really.
I think you guys will go for it. And look, like, City are a great team. Don't get me wrong. They're they're a great team, but they can be beaten. Let me tell you that. They can be beaten. Like Leeds beat them and Leeds had 10 men. So what makes you think Tottenham Hotspur can't do it? Tottenham can do it. But you need to, the way I see it is you need to play on the front foot against these lot.
And I want to see
Chelsea
Bale
beat them
starting.
last week. Chelsea outclassed them, man.
I want to see Bale start. I don't care what comments.
He's got to start. He's got to start. I think you guys can beat them, but the way City, I mean, obviously City are going to go in there as overwhelming favourites, and you know what, that suits you lot, man.
Oh, of course,
because there's no
100%.
pressure for you lot. You know what I mean?
100%.
Obviously, we've got a Europa League semi-final coming up. Roma. I don't know, man.
If I'm gonna be honest, right, I can see you guys winning it, but Rome this year in the league have been good, but in the Europa League this year they've been something else. They were like Ajax were when they was in the Champions League.
The thing is, Italian teams, they know how to play European competition, isn't it?
Yeah.
And obviously they got Edin Dzeko up front, so he's probably one of the one of the best strikers in the Europa League that we've faced so far. Like no disrespect to the other clubs.
It's like Villarreal and Arsenal. Like
but Emery's a good cup manager as well, though. People need to understand.
No, that's what I'm saying. Emery's a good manager, but Arsenal have been doing in like the league, but the Europa League they've been.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Pepe might turn up, man, because he's turned up in the Europa League, hasn't he, for them?
That's what I'm saying. So Arsenal could have a good chance. You never know; it could be an All English final for all we know it.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't know, Harry, man. Like, let's see. There's one game at a time. We got Leeds on Sunday in the league, innit? And like, I'm not too. Well, I care about it, but I'm not too fussed, to be honest. I think we should be beating Leeds regardless. Like,
100%.
We should be beating Leeds. We should be beating Leeds, but it's gonna be a tough game.
100%.
It's gonna be a tough game, but you know what? Yeah, man. Let's see how it goes, man. But yeah, Harry, thanks a lot anyway.
That's right, mate. It was good to speak to you.
Yeah, you too, bro. We'll do some more videos coming up leading up to the Euros and stuff. We need to obviously do our team selection and stuff as well. We need to do some content outside of Wembley Stadium on a match day.
Whew.
Looking forward to that one as well, bro. And yeah, man, loads of content. We'll do more content together. Go and check out his YouTube channel. What's your YouTube channel, Harry?
red_has HD.
Yeah, he's got a lot of gaming content on there. He's going to be making videos and podcasts as well. So go and check that out. And thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah.